Don't laugh. I did some grocery shopping at IKEA. I got these vegetable balls and they're actually really delicious. Who would think that you could get good food at IKEA? Same place you buy furniture, you can buy veggie balls. These are delicious. I'm gonna stick 5 of those in there. I'm not gonna put too much oil in there. Then we're gonna add a half a pack of rice. Okay, don't burn it. I should have cooked the balls first. The windows are fogging up. Hey, Cruzy, what are you doing up here? The windows are all fogged up, bro. Let's turn this on. Hey, it's usually a good idea to turn your roof vent on anytime you're cooking because it'll keep from that moisture getting stuck in here. Look how clean my fan is. Ever since we put a new roof vent in this summer, it's been spotless. The other one was, what, 4 years of just nastiness? I'm such a gross fan dweller. How are we doing in there? I'm gonna put a little Cajun sauce in there today. Oh yeah. And it wouldn't be a chrome meal without adding a little bit of this Maggi sauce. My favorite stuff on the planet. Ooh-wee. Look at that. Looks good. Set up the dinner table. Sneaking through. Nothing like crawling underneath the dinner table. Oh. Rice a little bit crunchy. Oh, this is good. So these veggie balls from IKEA, they're just like literally veggies. There's like peas and carrots and stuff like that in here. They're really good. All right, top it off with a little bit of honey sriracha. Let's get it. That was yummy. Last time you guys seen these drawers, they were like just a total mess. I organized things in here a little bit. It's got some stuff on it. Yeah, I'm trying to clean things up, you know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of opening up this drawer and this stuff was it was a mess. Changing new things a bit this year, trying to keep the van a little bit cleaner. You know, at least the back of the bed's not like a ruckus. The only thing I am working on is up there. This gets out of hand. It seems to be the place where I kind of always chuck everything. Except for you, buddy. What was that? What the heck kind of noise is that? Are you burping? Didn't you have dinner too? Fix this door. Okay, see if that works. So the door could actually go up a little higher. can't remember how to make that happen. That makes the door go back. So if you take a look, it makes the door go back. This makes the door go in. So we need to make this door go, that goes back, that goes out. So the deal is this needs to go back, the top one. Right? We need to make the door go up on this side. There we go. It was the bottom one. So if the bottom one goes back, it brought that up, which means it'll lock a little better. Perfect. So what's happening is this gradually over time gets shimmied, and then you just have to adjust all of these things to bring them back into play. Boom. Good to go. No more open cupboard. It's been like that for months. Literally, guys, a little screwdriver in a minute worth of time, and that would be back to being locked. I get lazy sometimes. In here is just some general tools that I use in here all the time. I always keep these because, you know, when you get a container that doesn't open, like the maple syrup, that's what those are for. I just ordered some slam latches. So if you've seen the video the other day, you know that I'm missing a latch. So I just ordered myself a set. They're like $35 for 4 of them. And which will get this one fixed, get that back one fixed, and give me 2 extras just in case I need to replace something down the line. It's coming on Thursday, January 19th. This is why it's a good idea to keep extras in your vehicle, because that's a long wait. At the beginning of last year, I set a personal goal to lose 30 pounds, and I crushed that goal last year. And that was probably about early summer is when I hit about 35-pound loss, and I was pumped up. And then comes with celebration, comes with friends, beer, and food, which never stopped. It ended up becoming more friends, beer, and food, beer, and food, beer, and food, beer, and food, beer, 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 food, 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 for the rest of the summer. And that manicness of eating and dining out and stuff like that never stopped. So did I achieve the personal goal that I set out to achieve last year? No. Just shy from that goal. So because I lost more than I was planning, I ended up gaining a chunk of that back. So last year, I finished the year off with a 25-pound loss, including all that bad eating at the end. I feel really good about it. 25 pounds is no joke in a full year, including all the slip-ups. So as we're approaching this year, I'm going back to cleaning up my eating again. And I never announced any dieting or anything like that on my channel because it's not enjoyable content for me to talk about. But I didn't do anything last year to lose all that weight. There was no diet, no magic pill, no crazy exercise plan, nothing. All I did was clean up my food. That's it. No drive-through McDonald's, and I eased up on it anyway. And just started eating smaller portions. That's all I did. I still ate my multiple meals in a day, and I just cleaned up what I ate. It was mostly like a lot of rice and veggies and stuff like that. Oatmeal in the morning was a new addition for me last year, and that's, for me, was my really great kickstart to a day. And I'm continuing that starting now, of course, moving forward, because I'd like to see this weight kind of continue to move in that direction over this next year. I'm not doing any crazy exercise routines. I go to the gym and have a shower. It's very rare I get in there and get on the bike or lift some weights, which is something I might start adding to all of this stuff this coming year. But anything you do when it comes to weight loss is 70 to 90% food. I know this stuff because I was a personal trainer for 7 years of my world. That's something we never really talked about on my channel very much. But yeah, I was a certified personal trainer. I was a certified sports nutrition specialist. We took all the certifications and training to do postural analysis and correction. We did a lot of sports stuff with a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of like dieting down during competition season. I was heavily involved in the fitness industry for a huge chunk of my world. I was DJing at night and working at the gym during the day. And then I just stopped doing that because, I don't know, the industry just stopped being interesting to me. And in order to be a personal trainer, you need to be a salesman, which means constantly in the gym and everybody's face is trying to sell, 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 sell. And that's not something I really wanted to do. So I ended up, saying bye to that industry and going back and just spinning at the club full time. I've always done that in my life, where I'll do something during the day for a while when DJing is a little slower, and then when DJing picks up, I quit that thing during the day, focus on DJing for a long time. So there was a day job I was at prior to me moving into the van. Well, that's what kind of got me into the van, was just the frustration of a day job. I quit that job twice. I worked at that job for about 5 years, and then I quit for about 5 years. And then when DJing slowed down, I called back that old business owner. He's like, yeah, bro, you start tomorrow. So I went back and I rolled with them for another 5 more years before I just got sick of it and I quit, moved into my van, started a YouTube channel, and bada boom, here we are. I find things in my life go in little spurts and spans. But yeah, this year I'd like to see a little bit more of that weight come off for sure. I don't feel bad about that chunk of weight that I gained. I gained back over 10 pounds. Boy, was it so delicious though. But when you look at it in the bigger picture, I never failed on my goals last year. I was shy of it by 5 pounds. 25 pounds is so worth a monster pat on the back. And going into this year, I'm not going to set no weight goal, no 30 more pounds. I'll take whatever I can get. If we can rock another 10 this year, I'd be pretty pumped on it. If we can rock another 30, I'd be even more pumped. But yeah, just cleaning things up as we move into next year. And I think gaining that weight back, it messes with the head. You start eating bad food, drinking less water, drinking more beer, eating out more often. It makes things up here a little bit foggy, and then laziness kicks in. And I found I struggled with a bit of energy towards the tail end, and there's no there's no other reason why besides food. And it, what goes in here is what gets put out there. If you got bad energy coming in, you're probably not going to have great energy going out. I didn't bring up this subject last year because anytime you set out to do something and you tell a monster group of people that I'm going to lose weight this year, when you fail, you really, really fail. That's why I think if someone's going to go on any kind of like a weight loss journey or any kind of like a body transformation journey, keep it to yourself. I know everybody always hears get a support system around you. I honestly think that should be a personal goal, because that's a personal thing. That's a personal achievement that nobody else can help you achieve. That's something you can only achieve yourself. That's a complete personal goal. I think you should keep that to yourself and be someone that how do you word that? You set more of an inspirational example to others when you act and don't tell. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in those realms, it's more satisfying to lose the weight and have the world around you go, holy crap, dude, what are you doing? You're looking great, dude. It's way more satisfying to keep those goals to yourself and achieve them for yourself and don't achieve them for others. And what I think happens is when you start telling large groups of people, like friends, co-workers, anything like that, about these big fitness goals you have, it adds more pressure. Which means if you have a bad eating day or you slip up for a week, you feel horrible about it because you got the people around you that are causing pressure. And I find if you're anything like me or most humans in this world, when you feel pressure or stress, that turns into something negative, which means you shove food in your mouth because that gives you a positive feeling. I know it does for me. Like ice cream and cookies and chips and licorice and milk duds. So good. But I find when you start telling people, it adds a pressure that's not needed. You know what I mean? I don't know how we got on this subject. I think because I'm sitting here in my van not knowing what to make for a video, because I'm not really doing anything today. I'm just kind of hanging out in here. But I thought because I was eating a little bit better that, you know, it'd be fun to kind of talk about my weight loss. Because I know a lot of people asked me last year, oh, Chrome, I really want to know what your meal plans are or what you're doing. To be honest, I didn't do anything. Just made my portions smaller, started to drink way more water, and that was it. Be a little bit more careful. And anytime we went out for dinner, I tried anyway, to have things like a teriyaki rice bowl or any kind of a bowl at a restaurant, which was just rice and veggies and stuff like that, and maybe some chicken or whatever. I kept things fairly simple. And instead of having 2 beers, you cut it down to 1 beer. Those little baby changes are why I lost everything last year. That, and I tried to stop eating prior to bedtime, because I am horrible at lying in bed at night with a pack of licorice, shoving my face full of licorice and milk duds while watching Netflix. That's right now, it's what I want. Right now, I just want to like go up to the store here somewhere, there's one up not far from the campground that I'm at. Go up to the store, buy a fat bag of chips and some licorice. It's my nighttime thing. But that was my hardest sacrifice on doing that, was cutting down on the late night eating, because that is a little bit of a comfort and a personal joy for me. Like, I enjoy shoving licorice in my face. But that was probably the biggest sacrifice I made that made the biggest difference. That's a lot of calories I consume at night. And I'm not kidding you. I'd be a late night snacker 4 nights a week. And you can easily consume a day's worth of calories while sitting in your van at night. It was so bad, you guys. Oh, it was so bad. But van life does make eating better a little harder sometimes, especially if you're the person who enjoys a good drive-through, who enjoys a good A&W burger or something like that. Because our homes drive by so many food options every day. Like, I could drive from here to the grocery store to get some good healthy food, and on the way I'm going to drive by a Dairy Queen and a Wendy's and a Tim Hortons and a bunch of other places. There's so many bad options. Maybe a hot dog stand on the side of the road if you're lucky. But and if you don't have that willpower when you're hungry, for me, it's so easy to say, let's go to McDonald's and then we'll get groceries. So, yeah, van life. I've had people over the years ask me questions like, is it hard to eat healthy living in a van? No, but it's hard to fight being a human being, living in a van, and fight those urges. It's got nothing to do with van life. And I've seen comments on my channel over the years saying, Chrome, van life's made you get fat. Like, is this just a bad, unhealthy lifestyle? No, it's just bad, unhealthy thoughts going on inside of here, which means shoving in food. And it's not, I don't mean bad, unhealthy thoughts, but it's just, you get a night where you've had a really long, busy day, and lying in bed eating licorice would be a super satisfying way to end it. And I cave to those thoughts all the time. The thoughts of just like, well, let's just eat. Eating's fun. I enjoy it. But anyway, guys, I can't believe we're just talking about this. This is not at all what I thought. I thought maybe we would just do a living inside the van video, and here I am talking about me being fat. But I guess some of the subject was something that people wanted me to discuss last year. But yeah, so going ahead, we're trying to eat a little bit better. I am not going to be as strict as I was on myself last year, because for a while there, I was super strict on what I ate. I wanted to, achieve that 30 pounds. And then when I hit that 30 pounds super early in the year, I'm like, this is awesome. So I kept going. But what happens is when you restrict your food back that far, that's not maintainable. You can't stay always in a state of hunger all the time on the long haul. Did I lose the weight? Yes. Do I wish I would have slowed down a little bit? No. I'm glad I lost that chunk, and I'm glad I slipped up a little bit. And I'm glad I did a 25-pound success last year. When I stood on the scale January 1st, I'm like, okay, let's see how bad we slipped. It wasn't that bad. I was like, are you serious? I still lost 25 pounds. So I'm hoping now that we're into the new year that maybe a week or so of eating good, I'll get that energy boost back again, and I'll feel back to my energetic self. But towards the end during Christmas, I indulged. I was shoving so much bad food in my face. It was nuts. So the owner of the shop, their parents, Randy and Janet, they gave me, thank you by the way, you guys, they gave me like a dozen butter tarts for Christmas. I ate them all in the same evening. All 12. I smashed that whole container. Oh, that's all that stuff stops right away. But that's what I was doing all December. I was like, wow, I'm gonna start eating good in January, so let's go. I was just shoving it. It was good, but that's all done. We're back to trying to eat a little bit better anyway. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I know talking about food's not very exciting for a lot of people, and I gotta stop talking about food because I really want to drive up to that corner store and buy licorice right now. The first week of eating good, the hardest. It was insane this week. I'm like, what are we only a handful of days into the year and I'm like already dying here. I just need food. Thanks for watching, you guys. We're gonna go. Peace out.